Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.
Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of Streaming with Suchin. Today we'll be looking at the shows that dropped in the second half of January. But I gotta say, all in all, it's been a pretty disappointing start to the year in streaming so far, with not much that really stood out and so many promising shows that fell flat. Not that there was any lack of variety, from ghost stories, to a fresh set of stand-up specials, to new feel-good fluffy rom-coms, to war epics. But most just didn't hit the mark and live up to the hype, you know? Let's hope the rest of the year picks up. But February does bring with it the Oscars, which has nothing to do with streaming, I just like the Oscars. As well as Al Pacino hunting down and killing Nazis in the highly awaited Amazon Prime Video show Hunters, so fingers crossed. Either way, back to this month's releases. Like the 8th episode of a Netflix show that you're binge watching at 4 AM when you know you have to be up for work in a few hours, let's dive straight in, shall we? We begin with Amazon Prime Video, which had easily the most anticipated Indian series of the month in Kabir Khan's The Forgotten Army. For me, Kabir Khan is one of the most promising and intelligent mainstream filmmakers. But that this is what he came out with is truly heartbreaking and a real shame. Based on the documentary of the same name that Kabir Khan made years ago, the show tells the amazing true story of Subhash Chandra Bose's Indian National Army, or INA, where in 1942 over 60,000 Indian soldiers broke away from the British and came together to fight for India's freedom, and played a key role in kick-starting the freedom struggle. Apart from forced drama and just tons of exposition, the biggest issue here is the structure and approach to the story, and how it juggles the macro tale of the INA with the micro tale of specific characters. The show follows two timelines, one in 1942, which follows how the INA was formed and how they went on to take on the British, you know, the actual story, and the second, more modern timeline is set in 1996 and follows some key characters in elderly life. This portion is entirely unnecessary, full of shoddy drama, and serves no real purpose. Every time it jumps from the past back to this portion, it completely takes you out of the story and makes you want to just skip ahead. It's also where the show has some poor performances, especially from the miscast Karanveer Malhotra, who's just frustrating to watch. The INA's journey is told through following Captain Sodhi, played by the steadfast and impressive Sunny Kaushal, whose performance does a lot to keep you engaged. In contrast, newcomer Sharvari isn't ineffective, but she feels sort of out of place here. Also, the essence of the entire show is their love story, and I just don't understand why we still feel the need to force fit a love story even when you already have such a significant story. Also, over its 5 episodes, the show is peppered with some impressive action and war sequences, but it just doesn't know how to stitch them together with credible drama. Though it does have some powerful moments where the emotion does shine through, and you get glimpses of what this could have been. Also, to his credit, Kabir Khan is one of the only filmmakers around who can depict patriotism without resorting to jingoism. But overall, The Forgotten Army is an inconsistent, bumpy mess based on amazing true events that deserves so much better than this. I'd recommend that you instead watch Kabir Khan's The Forgotten Army documentary, which is on YouTube, which is far more powerful without the shoddy dramatization getting in the way. Next up, Amazon Prime Video also had Russell Peters' new stand-up special, Deported. Russell Peters is the reason that so many of us first discovered and fell in love with stand-up comedy. He's also paved the way for brown comics around the world to be embraced and accepted. I just wish I found his new special funny or even kind of worthwhile. Russell Peters is known for his brand of somebody gonna get stereotyped real bad kind of humor, which hasn't really aged well over time, but at least it brought the laughs. With his new special, he attempts to make it more personal and talks about his own life, from having kids almost at the age of 50 to rediscovering his Indian roots. And while it does have its moments and does get better as it goes on, it's weird just how much of a slog it is to get through, considering a comedian of his stature and experience. With tired premises and lazy ideas and far too few laugh-out-loud moments, this one is a total miss from me. Moving on to Netflix, which also had a new stand-up special, this one from Veer Das. Now, I'm a massive Veer Das fan. What he's achieved as a pioneer of Indian stand-up and as our biggest comedy export to the West is nothing short of remarkable. Although his recent shows haven't exactly been his strongest, whether it was his last Netflix special Losing It or his painful misfire of a travel meets comedy show on Amazon Prime, Destination Unknown. Enter his new Netflix special titled For India, which is just such a blast and sees the comedian entirely back in his element. It's funny, insightful, and for me it was the warm ray of light in an otherwise dull month of streaming shows. With his new special, he brings his distinct perspective to the country and its history, discussing Indian institutions like Chyawanprash and Parle G to Bollywood and silly superstitions. Veer Das has been representing and explaining India for so long around the international comedy circuit that I feel like this material might just be his comfort zone, and he's clearly so good at it and enjoying himself and us with him. The show sails off the back of his razor-sharp wit and smart perceptive writing, and as always, outside of the laughs, he always leaves you with something meaningful. It's also a very good-looking special in its use of light and how it cuts between the Indians and white people in the audience. For India is a nice, comfortable watch that keeps you smiling and laughing and at times in splits, and if there's one special to watch from the bunch that have released this month, let it be this one. Considering he's seated throughout, it may be more sit down than stand up, but it was comedy and it was special and I highly recommend it. Finally, there was Z5's new show, Never Kiss Your Best Friend. Based on Sumrit Shahi's book of the same name, Never Kiss Your Best Friend is a dark psychological drama about two rival crime families and their ongoing struggle for power in the seedy underbelly. Nah, I'm just messing with you. It's called Never Kiss Your Best Friend. What the hell do you think it's about? The show is a fun, fluffy rom-com, or it's supposed to be anyway. Based in London, it follows the story of two best friends, Tani, played by the promising Anya Singh, and Sumer, played by the hammy and far too overexcited Nakul Mehta. Set across two timelines, we follow their best friendship during college and then reuniting years later after a mysterious incident split them apart. The show oscillates between cheesy guilty pleasure romance and awkward cringe fest, with watered down writing that's far too on the nose, and the chemistry between the two doesn't exactly leap off the screen. Also, it's about two people born and raised in the UK who don't even remotely sound British. But hey, how dare you demand logic, right? Still, it has a fun energy and there is a certain adorableness to it that's difficult not to get sucked into when it does work. But I couldn't really make it past a few episodes. I, for one, am looking forward to the sequels: Never Kiss Your Plumber, Never Hug Your Swiggy Delivery Guy, Never Fist Bump Your Neighbor, Never Check Your Colleague's search history, and Never Join Your Family WhatsApp group. That's all for this time, but soon to be releasing will also be Karan Johar's new Netflix dating reality show, What the Love, and I can't believe that's an actual show that's actually releasing. There's also a new promising comedy series from YouTube channel Just Human Things called Overtime about two IT employees trying to brave the apocalypse. Dice Media also has a new show exclusively on Instagram with 1-minute episodes. I mean, what the hell? Do they really think that our attention spans are so crap that we can't even pay attention for that long and focus for longer than wait? Was that a squirrel? For more corny subtitle jokes and reviews of the latest shows and movies, subscribe to Film Companion.